Hey, it's Brittany, better known as your favorite PO on the interweb. All right, I already know what you're thinking. She quit her job to do YouTube? The fuck? That's kind of true and it's kind of nice. Stop, drop, hey. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I knew that was something in my future. I always knew that I wouldn't be in a cubicle in a desk. If any of my old coworkers are watching and y'all want to comment below, baby, go ahead and comment. Let them know I always said I wasn't going to be a probation forever. It was a stepping stone. But the thing is, I didn't know exactly what that next step would be. I just knew that I wasn't going to stay at that job forever. Mind you, it's a great job. The value that you get from helping people, that feeling of gratitude, that feeling of fulfillment is amazing. And that's part of the reason why I always advocate for people becoming probation officers, because it is a much needed profession. Also, it's very gratifying and very fulfilling for people who actually want to help. This is the kicker. I was feeling stagnant. I felt like I was not growing. I was not elevating. The level up was just not happening. I always felt like I needed to do more in life. I never thought that I would be an employee for the rest of my life. I could probably tell you for the last maybe 6-7 years, I already knew that I was not going to be somebody's slave, quote unquote slave, to a job for the rest of my life. It just wasn't me. I'm not saying that being an entrepreneur or being self-employed is for everybody, because guess what? It's not. But it's for me. I already saw that for myself. So I'm pretty sure a lot of my subscribers have been rocking with me for about a year now. They already know how much I love my job, how much I talked about my job, and they already know that I quit my job. But for those of you who are new to my channel, I was a probation officer for 4.5 years. That was a long time. If you want to know what happened at the job as to like the real details of why I quit, I'm going to link that video down below, because I did a whole video on it showcasing like what happened, like the whole timeline as to what went down when I actually decided to just quit. And I'm grateful for that. I'm really grateful for that, because if that hadn't happened, I probably would have stayed there like another 10 years and been like those people that stay at their jobs for like 20 years and they're really not happy, but they just stay because they're just used to it. Yeah, not the virus for me. That was something that I never envisioned for myself. And I am so glad that I finally got the chance to live in my purpose, to fulfill my dream, which is to be an entrepreneur. So right now, your girl is a full-time digital creator and probation consultant.
Baby, welcome to the party. I'm off the money to Xandaline. That's why I'm moving retarded.
For all of you guys who have been following my journey, I am accepting clients online. Those are people who are on probation. I can help you guys figure out what's going on with your case. What should you do? If you have violations, let your girl know. If you're even considering getting on probation, consider me as like your personal probation concierge, okay? So you want to know the ins and outs, you want to know the inside scoop, let me know. But I'm going to do a whole separate video on what all that entails and what services that I offer. So if you're interested, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see when that video drops. Quitting my job has allowed me to be more authentic with my online presence. I've created so many new connections, like it is unreal. I've created a podcast. It is called the Two Hats Podcast. If you didn't know about it, I'll link it down below as well. Please check it out. If you're interested in probation, parole, any job in community corrections, this is the podcast for you, because my co-host and I, we go in depth about what it's really like to be in this role. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of videos about being a PO on my channel, but on that podcast, we interview probation officers, parole officers across the country. So if you're interested, go ahead and check the link below. Tune in, because it's lit. Every Wednesday, we upload a video. We're on YouTube, Spotify, and Anchor, and a couple of other platforms, but I'll link it all below. The connections that I've made have inspired me even more to do much better in life, to elevate, to become the entrepreneur that I knew I was always going to be. I wouldn't recommend you quitting your job if you don't have a plan in place, or if you don't have a safety net. There's no way on earth I could have quit my job if I didn't have my husband there to support me, not just financially, but let me tell you, there's days when you feel like I just can't do this anymore. Like, am I good enough? Can I do it? You need someone there to remind you, like, yes, baby, you got this. You're a queen. You can do this. And he was that person for me. So if you are thinking about quitting your job, make sure you have just at least one person in your corner, even if it's God. I need you to have somebody in your corner, because there's going to be days where you feel like this is too much. I can't do this. But you need someone there to let you know Hey, keep going. This is for you. You got this. If you want to know how to make money online, you need to go ahead and drop a comment below because I am going to be creating a video about that. But I want specific questions from you guys so I can make sure I fine-tune the video to answer those specific things that you have in mind. So go ahead and click that notification bell because I'm going to be posting so many more videos about my journey into entrepreneurship, my journey with probation consulting. There's so many people out here that need help, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to help even more people now that I'm not stuck in that job. Please don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that that job is not a good job, because it is, and that's why I advocate for it. Probation is much needed, but I'm the type of person that if I do something for too long, I'm going to get bored. And I already knew that when I went into the job. It was never somewhere that I thought I was going to stay for 30 years and be retiring like all those other people in the office. No shade. If all my old coworkers are watching, no shade, okay? Trust me. But everything is not for everybody. Just like a 9 to 5 is not for everybody. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. But I always knew that self-employment or entrepreneurship was the role for me. I've been on so many social media platforms that the network that I've created, the connections that I've created have just blown me out of the water, okay? I would never trade the experience that I gained from working at my 9 to 5 for anything in the world. That job taught me so much. That job enabled me to be able to be the entrepreneur that I am today. If I hadn't had that experience at that job, there's no way I could be a probation consultant. Nobody would take me seriously. They'd be like, who is she? She doesn't know what you're talking about. Like, what? That job taught me so many valuable life lessons. Like, I've become so much more empathetic because I was in that role. I was helping people on the daily. I was learning about people's lives, people's struggles. I am a psychology major, so me getting into people's lives, you know, that's something that I enjoy and it interests me. So that's why I think I stayed at that job for so long. You will never understand how gratifying it is to help somebody like that until you're in that position. So I would never, ever, ever trade that for the world. But let me tell you what it helped me to do. It helped me to realize even more so that I am made to be an entrepreneur. My purpose is to serve more people. The good thing that came out of leaving that job was that now I can be unfiltered, unadulterated with my clients as a probation consultant. Before I had to be a little bit censored because there's certain things you can't do. Let's just be honest. All the POs out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Leave a comment below. But y'all know. But as a consultant, I can now be unfiltered with my clients. I can tell them the real. I can tell them what's really going to happen and what's really not. But as a PO, there are certain things you can't say to your probationer. Now able to wake up every morning, I'm ready to create. Before, when I was a PO, let's not get it twisted. I love my job. I really love working with the people, but a part of me felt stifled. I felt complacent. I didn't feel like I was able to grow. I felt like there was more in life for me to do. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever felt that way, because that's not a good feeling to have. After 4.5 years, I'm like, okay, where is this going? So when things went down the way things went down at the job, if you don't know what happened, go ahead and click the link. I'm going to link the cards here, or you can look in the description box and I'll put the video where I explained what happened on that job. Trust me, you're going to want to watch. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you have some questions, leave them in the comment section below, because I will be answering everybody's questions. Baby, in 2021, it's full steam ahead, okay? You're going to be seeing Your Favorite PO on all the platforms. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at Your Favorite PO, on Facebook at Brittany Jackson, and on TikTok at Your Fave PO. So I'll put all my socials in the description box. Make sure you follow me because I'm literally on social media every day. If I'm not posted on YouTube, I'm definitely on Facebook, and I'm definitely on Instagram, and definitely on TikTok. If you vibe with this video, give your girl a thumbs up. Okay, it's the hair for me. It's a natural crown for me. And what? And what about it? I feel like a queen. Like, you can't tell me I'm not. Like, stop playing with me. Stop.